Hello and welcome again to the Life After Losses video blog. Last week I pivoted hard from go, go, go to rest, 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 and I lost a week of getting stuff done because I exhausted and overextended myself. Mea culpa. So this week I'd like to talk about the power of mindset and how pivoting without judgment can help us through life's challenges and unexpected events. So let's dive into this week's entry, shall we? It's number 172, entitled Mindset Shifts, Winter to Spring. It snowed this week. That's not unusual, yet it still feels like a step backward from moving forward into the next season. And here we were, enjoying slightly warmer temperatures, sunshine, and the crocus buds were pushing through the soil, only for Mother Nature to say, nope, not today, plunging us into a blanket of snow. And one of my friends has someone plow their driveway, and she lamented the other day how the plow guy removed the marker stakes from the ground one day, only returned the next day to replace them. Now, I haven't gotten around to removing mine yet anyway, so no harm, no foul. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? Now, as you think you're moving forward, something prevents you from doing so, and you stumble back a little bit. That's life. The bulbs of growth you saw break through the soil are now buried under several inches of the cold, wet stuff. And it'll melt off in a few days as temperatures return to normal. But until then, the growth has stopped, stunted, or it's no longer happening, so you pivot. And what else are you going to do? And I'll let you in on a little secret. I am not a fan of the snow. I never have been. I'm a sun and surf kind of guy, not the ski and freeze kind. The only reason I'm still in New England is to make sure that my kids can venture out on their own eventually. But I have made a decision, and I should only have one more winter to deal with this. Now, I live in a small town, one you might see on the Hallmark Channel if we had a more picturesque downtown. Nonetheless, the architecture in the area look like quintessential New England. Nearly every day for the last 10 years or so, I've had to drive by the funeral home that took care of my second husband. And every time I drive by it, I remember that day. Hundreds gathered to say goodbye. And you can no more stop the weather than you can waves of grief or the onslaught of memories with certain triggers. You can, however, learn to pivot when those things happen. I've written about mindset many times, and it's the one thing I know that significantly impacts my emotional well-being. If I don't like where my mind is, I am the only one who can change it. How powerful is that? And it used to be that whenever I saw that funeral home, I would shed tears. I'd remember giving my eulogy, our daughter bravely talking about her dad and our son sitting stoically. We were surrounded by friends and family and strangers I didn't know. And after a while, I started to think of it differently, not as a somber, sad, heartbreaking moment, it was, but as a celebration and testament of our love for him and a reflection of his impact on our community. Rather than focusing on the eulogy's tears, I started focusing on the memory of holding the small candles and singing This Little Light of Mine. I thought about how another friend lovingly created a video montage and remembered the smiles. Rather than focus on the tears, I trained my mind to focus on the love. I told my mind to pivot. Our mindset is as important as we view life through the lens of loss. The loss has changed what we know to be true, so if the truth has changed, we must change how we view the truth. Now here's an example. Instead of saying, I have to get through my day, try shifting to, I get to live this day. Do you feel the power in that change? Do you feel an obligation and requirement in the former statement, I have to? Do you feel the empowerment and possibility in the latter, I get to? Your mindset is a powerful tool not only for healing from loss, but also for dealing with the rigors of day-to-day living, such as those days when the fresh snowfall covers the delicate flowers emerging from this earth. Now, this week's blanket of snow reminds us that life's unexpected turns where we also find a lesson in resilience and the power of perspective. The snow will melt. The crocus once again will reach toward the sun. And like those beautiful buds, we can pivot too. We can find strength, beauty, and love by embracing the moment before us and getting used to a get-to mindset. What are you going to do about that? Until next time.